And we'll leave it.
Good.
Okay.
Yep.
I make a motion to go into executive session?
Just do roll call
Okay.
first.
Roll call?
He skipped a step, John. I'll help you.
Oh, cool.
You gotta call the meeting to order, salute the flag. and-
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I scrolled up too far.
You scrolled up too far.
Okay. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now, moment of silence. Thank you.
Now roll call.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Cusinelli.
Here.
Ms. Cantillo.
Here?
Mr. Barton.
Here.
Ms. Pacala. Mrs. Walrap.
Here.
Mr. White.
Here.
Mr. Lamella.
Here.
The New Jersey Open Public Meeting Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, the Brick Township Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be posted on the Administration Office Bulletin Board, the official district website, and Channel BTV 20, and sent to the Asbury Park Press, the Brick Times, the Star Ledger, and Municipal Clerk's Office.
Thank you. Please note that Ms. Pacala is here, present.
Yes, I'm sorry for the delay.
That's all good. Motion to go to exec session?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the second.
Stephanie?
Stephanie's the second.
Thank you. Whereas the Brick Township Board of Education has been formed pursuant to the applicable New Jersey statutes, and whereas the board is charged with the responsibility of performing all acts and doing all things consistent with laws and the rules of the State Board of Education, necessary for the lawful and proper conduct, equipment, and maintenance of the public schools and public school property of the Brick Township School District, whereas Section 7 of the Public Meeting Act permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting of the board in certain circumstances, and whereas the board has determined that the circumstances exist for such an executive session, and whereas the board has found the action described below to be necessary and proper, now therefore be resolved by the board on January 14th, 2016, that the public shall be excluded from the discussion of and action on the executive session herein set forth. The session will be approximately 60 minutes, and the general nature of the subject matter to be discussed is 4 personnel matters, 2 student matters, and 1 special education litigation. It is anticipated at this time that the above stated subject matter will be made public if and when it is deemed to be in the public interest to do so, and the need for confidentiality is no longer required by the board. Ms. Cusinelli?
Yes.
Ms. Cusinelli, sorry.
Yes.
Ms. Cantillo?
Yes.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Ms. Pacala?
Yes.
Mrs. Walrab?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mr. Lamella?
Yes.
Follow me. Go out that way. I'm just gonna come around it. Brian?
Can I have your attention, please? I make a motion to move from executive session back to regular session.
Second.
Roll call?
I missed the first and the second, sorry.
Who first?
Mr. Lamella, you had the first?
I made the motion.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, okay.
And I
Stephanie second.
Stephanie second, got it. Thank you. Mrs. Cusinelli?
Yes.
Ms. Cantillo?
Yes.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mrs. Pacala?
Yes.
Mrs. Walrab?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mr. Lamella?
Yes.
Okay, good evening, everybody, and thank you for coming out. And tonight, we're very honored to have the Brick Memorial Marching Mustang Band here tonight to perform for us. One of the things that Brick Memorial Band has is a tradition of excellence. Year in and year out, we produce the finest bands in the state of New Jersey and on the East Coast. Some of the accomplishments for the band this year: the Color Guard was first place in U.S. Bands National Competition. Bands of America, regional finalists, first time in the school district history. New Jersey State Champions, fifth time, Best Music, Best Visual, Best Percussion, Best Color Guard. New Jersey, New York Region Champions, ninth time in a row for Best Music, Best Visual, Best Percussion, Best Color Guard. And for the fourth time, the Atlantic Coast Champions, Best Music, Best Visual, Best Woodwinds, and Best Brass. And at this moment, if you can just turn your attention to the back of the auditorium. I know it's hard, sorry, but that's where they best all fit up there with their equipment. We have a large band, I believe it's almost 100 members of our band we're very proud of. Mr. Penrod, if you can just wave your hand so everybody sees you. Mr. Penrod is the orchestrates. So, Mr. Penrod, at this time, I'm turning it over to you, the program. As you can see, we have truly an outstanding band here at Brick Memorial High School that, that we're all very proud of. A performance like this does not happen overnight. It takes a tremendous amount of hard work and time. These young men and ladies out here spend their summers out here pretty much most nights practicing, listening to Mr. Penrod and his little megaphone. You guys get the joke. They won't over there. But they put so much time in and going to the competition, sacrificing so many other things that maybe other kids do, but the dedication of this program has been great, and it's set forth by Mr. Penrod. But one group that can't be left out is our parents that support the program. For all the years I was here, For all the years I was here principal, this band program, whenever they needed something or something needed to be done, the parents always stepped up to make sure it got done, and if they needed something fixed or whatever, they came up with the resources or whatever they needed to do to make it work, so that when these students went out and performed in competition, they were at their best. And, again, a tremendous performance, but that goes on all year. So next year, Mr. Penrod, you got big shoes now to fill up because you added a new championship that you hadn't had before. But Mr. Penrod is, like I said, puts in so much time. He also goes down to the middle school and works with our middle school kids. So we have a great feeder program that comes up to Memorial. And like I said, we're known for some sports. Well, we're also at Memorial known for the outstanding band program that we have year in and year out. Mr. Lamello?
Nothing more to add. Mr. Penrod, you had Dean. Thank you. Just awesome. Absolutely amazing. Again.
Mr. Penrod, could I call you down to the podium so that we could present you with the certificates? I'm going to ask you to give the certificates out to all 98 band members. Oh, you guys want to come down one by one? We can do it. You heard me, Smell? All right, we shall do it. No, they want it. You better tell them that.
We'll do it in the band room.
You should come on.
Kids have been in school all day, activities after school, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
How about we read off your names? Okay.
Stephanie gets it.
Yeah, all right, there you go. Mr. Penrod, you can go up to the podium.
You and Victoria?
Yeah, come on up and we'll give them the certificate at the end. Go ahead.
There will be some students' names that aren't in the thing that are in the middle school students, so I don't want to leave those students out, so that's why we're going to do that with our kids in the band room. Okay, so I want to thank the Board of Education, Dr. Caldez, the students of the Brick Memorial Marching Band, Mr. Seidelman, our middle school band director, Jack Cosgrove, our color guard director. Thank you all very much.
All right, this one will cover everyone, so we will leave no one out. This is presented to the Board of Education. It's the Outstanding Achievement Award presented to the Brick Memorial High School Marching Band. Color Guard, first place, U.S. Bands National Championship. Bands of America Regional Finalists, New Jersey State Champions, New Jersey, New York Region Champions, Atlantic Coast Champions. Thank you for representing us so well. Who's next?
All right, Mr. Hanchin, sitting front and center, you're the closest. Mr. Sarluca's over there, so we're going to call Mr. Hanchin. He is the athletic director at Brick Township High School to come up and present our winter sports awards, or excuse me, I know it's January, so I'm a little behind, but it is a fall sports awards.
Thank you, Dr. Caldez. First, I'd like to thank the Board of Education for taking tonight to recognize these outstanding student athletes at both high schools, Brick and Brick Township Memorial High School, and the coaches, all the hard work they put in, and the parents that support the programs, and everybody involved in the program. Thank you very much. I'd also like to publicly thank two women that do so much for myself and now Ed Sarluca. Margaret Redden, the athletic secretary at Brick Township High School, and Sarah Petrocoro, the athletic secretary here at Brick Memorial High School. If you ever spend a day in our office and see what these two women do, you'd be amazed. If they were given an award tonight, they'd be given an award for first team, all state, all groups, because they are that good. Okay, the first coach I'd like to call up to hand out the certificates is our field hockey coach, Coach T.
Go get him.
Thank you. This year, in the beginning of the season, we went undefeated, and then we struggled a little bit because we had some key injuries. But on the academic side, I'm very happy to say that as a member of the National Coaches Association, I'm able to nominate my juniors and seniors to the National Academic Team. And we had 9 juniors and seniors starting for us, and this year they allowed us to nominate juniors. And 8 of our 9 starting players, juniors and seniors, made the requirements, and I always wait, it's always after this meeting that I find out who made the team. So I won't know until February, but this is one of our highest groups ever to be nominated to make the all-academic team. So in the classroom, our girls are outstanding. And, we followed through on the field. We had a great preseason, we just struggled with injury. 3 of my seniors, the largest number I've had this year, over my 6 years, make the A South Senior All-Star Game. None of them can make it here because 2 of them are sick and 1 of them is working. But I had 3 represented. I had 8 seniors this year, and 3 were picked to represent on the A South team. Brianna Van Lunen, Emily Anodyne, and Helen DeCourcy. So they're not here, but I did want them to be recognized. And then I have 1 junior who in the state is in the top 30 of goalkeepers. In the state of New Jersey, she finished in the top 30. In A South, she had an 87% save rate, which is phenomenal. The other 2 goalies in A South were seniors, and they were 91% and 93%. So by far, next year, she will be the top goalkeeper in A South, I guarantee it. And she's here tonight, Kylie Spinelli.
Thanks for coming.
Okay, our next coach is our girls soccer coach, Coach Berardinelli.
Okay, the girls soccer program at Brick High School had another solid season. We finished 10-9, qualified for the NJSI tournament, where we had an exciting game against Wall Township and came up just a little bit short. Much like the field hockey team, we had a struggle early on, but were able to turn it around on the hard work of the girls, pushing to improve themselves and get themselves into the state tournament. One of the highlights of the season, and has been for many, many years in the girls soccer program, is our American Cancer Society fundraiser during the month of October to bring awareness to breast cancer. And this year, we were able to raise through our fundraiser with the selling of our pink apparel, and then also through the annual, I think we're now at our 7th annual pink game. We raised over $5,000 to donate to the American Cancer Society as we walked in the Making Strides Walk over in Point Pleasant Beach. And this year I was actually extremely proud to say that our senior class, which we were graduating 10 seniors this year, were involved in raising over $20,000 to give to the American Cancer Society over their 4 years. A number of our girls were honored this year for postseason honors. Only 3 of them were able to make it out tonight, so I'm going to call them up and give them their certificates. One of our seniors, captain, was 3rd team All-A South, Allie Krebs. Sophomore, 2nd team All-A South, Kendall Stadelberger. And also senior captain Jess Suter, 3rd team All-A South. Three of the girls were not here, but I'd like to recognize them tonight. Sophomore Caitlin Carrigan, 2nd team All-A South. Also junior captain, 2nd team A South, also was given recognition by the New Jersey Girls Soccer Coaches Association, Chloe Sherry. And a junior who has also been named captain for next season, 1st team All-A South, 2nd team All Shore through the Asbury Park Press, and also New Jersey Girls Soccer Coaches Association state recognition, and also recently just committed to Ohio State University to continue her college academics and soccer career, Casey Palmer. Thank you.
Okay, our 3rd sport is football. I'd just first like to congratulate both the Brick Dragons and Brick Mustangs for being Class A South co-champs this year. It was a great season for both, and both programs have had success and continue to have success year in and year out. Our football coach, Lenny DeZano.
I'd like to recognize, being my first year with the team, I was very, just from the minute I took over the job with these guys, had a great, hard-working group of young men that basically bought into everything that we were selling as a coaching staff. And from day one, these guys put in the work, and it showed in the way we came out of the gates. Had a nice win in the open game, and then we finished it through the season, finished up with an 8-2 record, tied with Brick Memorial and Toms River North for Class A South champs. Didn't do as good in the playoffs as we'd hoped, but finishing with a nice solid 8-2 record was a great accomplishment for these kids. As far as the recognition for the players, we had several great players on the team. A lot of kids did a lot of great things for us, but the kids that were noted, given recognition by their peers and by their coaches for awards in the conference. I'm going to announce 1st team All-A South and 2nd team All Shore player, senior captain Dan Finelli. First team All-A South punter, started out receiver for us, and helped out in the secondary also, senior Javion Harris. First team All-A South selection, second team All-Shore. Led the Shore in sacks this year with over 18 sacks, I believe it was. Right? Senior defensive end Jordan Keefe. Senior defensive back, starting wide receiver for us, punt returner, did a little bit of everything for us. First team All-A South selection, Matt Schleifer. All right, first team All-A South selection for us, second team All-Shore, and went second team All-State Group 4. Played receiver for us, defensive back, kick returner was our all-everything guy, junior Jasir Taylor. Another senior, first team All-A South, a 3-year starter for us at offensive center, senior Alex Trapasso. And last but not least, first team All-A South linebacker for us, senior Corey Wilson. All right, thank you everybody for your support. Thank you.
I have one more certificate to give out to Coach Danowitz. As a first-year coach, he was able to accomplish the prestigious award of Coach of the Year, Co-Coach of the Year for Class A South.
Congratulations, Lenny.
Ed Sarluca, you're up.
Okay, as Mr. Hanchin did, I would like to thank the Board of Education for having us here tonight. I'd like to thank all of our coaches and players and parents, all the Brick Memorial Athletic personnel, all of our building administrators, Mrs. Joseph, our principal, our assistant principals who were able to be here tonight, Mr. Ryan Blessing, Mr. Dan O'Cohen, and Mrs. Marianne Kavanaugh. Dr. Caldez, who was a tremendous help to me in my transition in, taking over this spot. Like Mr. Hanchin said, Mrs. Redden and Mrs. Petricora, without the two of them, I don't know where we would be. They are unbelievable at what they do and really make things run smoothly for us. I'd also like to thank Mr. Hanchin in helping me transition into my spot, along with Mr. Philippone, who's been a good friend and a good mentor to me. And, of course, I'd be remiss without mentioning Mr. Bruno, who for a long time was up here giving out these awards for us. He is now tonight busy with his new duties in the NJSAA at a track championship. He, of course, passes along all of his congratulations and good wishes to everybody that we will be recognizing here tonight. It's an absolute honor and a pleasure to represent Brick Memorial Athletics, these great student athletes, these dedicated and committed coaches. To be able to work for them, it's truly a humbling and, I'm very lucky to do what I do.
We had a very successful fall. We won 2 divisional championships. We made several postseason tournaments, did well in them, and we saw many individual accolades, as well as much growth in some of our programs, and looking forward to some championship seasons to come. Our first team that I'd like to acknowledge is our gymnastics team. Unfortunately, Pam Borges, our coach, could not be here tonight. Our gymnastics team went 14-3. They were again sectional qualifiers for our state, and once again became A-South champions. I'm going to call up our roster right now, so girls, if you're here, come on up, okay? Haley Amagretti, Kristen Aforio, Nicole Berry, Emily Betts, Deidre Cahill, Emily Clayton, Jenna Cooper, Brianne Dombrowski, Michelle Foster, Sarah Koch, Lauren Medora, Michelle Nelson, Raina Nolan, Allison Prince, Emily Scott, Andy Sayre, and Natalie Zabetta. Congratulations, girls. Stay up here for a sec. Coach Borges wanted one of her gymnasts to read this, but they, believe it or not, they declined to do that, so I'm going to read it for them. This has been the best team we as coaches could hope for. Throughout the season, we were acknowledged by other teams, other parents, and judges as well for having an absolutely amazing team. Many, many times we were told we were a joy to watch as we cheered for each other, as we cheered for the other team, as we supported each other when things were not going well. This team has set the standard for what other teams should strive for. The school trainer, Sue Penrod, said we were the best, quote, team in the school, and then she added, and probably ever. And we as coaches could not agree more. So girls, congratulations on a very successful season, and look forward to seeing you again next year. Thank you. Brianne, you can stay. We'd also like to acknowledge one of our individual gymnasts. Where are you here? Brianne was a state sectional qualifier, a state overall qualifier, who unfortunately, ran into a little injury bug and wasn't able to compete in the states. She was a junior. She qualified both her freshman and sophomore year as well, and of course we're looking for really good things for her next year. She qualified for bars and floor, and she was also named by NJ.com to the All-South Floor team. So congratulations, Brianne. Okay, our next team will be boys soccer, so if Coach Steve Ferrullo can come up. Good evening. Tonight we're here to honor some very special athletes from both Brick Memorial and Brick Township High Schools. I'm lucky enough to be the head boys soccer coach at Brick Memorial. We've really had some success in the last few years. This year we had our ups and downs. We've had some great players in the past, and we continue that tradition of having some excellent soccer players here at Brick Memorial. So here are some awards that we have for tonight. First up, sophomore Eric Fitovic. He was our leading scorer with 7 goals. He was named second team All-Division from the Shore Sports Network. And we look for big things for him for the future as he's a young sophomore. That's Eric Fitovic. The next guy, unfortunately, he's at soccer practice up near MetLife Stadium tonight. Again, another sophomore
we expect big things from. Received a lot of awards as a young sophomore this year. He made first team All-A South as voted by the coaches, second team All-A South as voted by the Shore Sports Network, second team All-County. He was also named to the All-State Central 2 honorable mention, and that's James McCombs. The third guy, unfortunately, again, couldn't make it tonight. He was a senior captain, second team All-County, second team All-A South, voted by the Shore Sports Network, also named All-State Central 2 honorable mention. He accepted a scholarship earlier this season to play soccer at Shippensburg University this fall. That's Alejandro Fernandez. And last, our senior captain was voted first team All-A South, first team All-Ocean County, named second team Central Jersey 2 All-State, was also chosen to play in the New Jersey State Senior All-Star Game. That's Eddie Seaman. I just want to thank everybody again once more. That's the boys soccer team from Brick Memorial. Thank you. Our next coach has pretty much hit legendary stature in both the Shore Conference and the state of New Jersey. Last season, he eclipsed the 300-win mark, and while everyone thought he would be rebuilding this year, he took an inexperienced team to a winning record in postseason play. Coach Billy Caruso. Girls soccer.
We had a very rewarding year this year at Brick Memorial with the girls soccer team. Last year, we graduated 11 seniors and 8 starters, and expectations were extremely high coming into the season. And we were able to put together a 10-7-3 season, which we are very proud of. And we also did that with only starting 1 senior. So we're very excited about next year. We return 10, 10 starters and 22 varsity letter winners. Excuse me. So we're very much looking forward to next year, but let's talk about this year now. Our first player who's not here tonight, a freshman who started every game for us, Dominique Cummings, who's named second team All-A South. Next player is a junior. She's our team captain, our team MVP. She was named first team All-A South and also had All-State honorable mention, and which they'll be going, her and the next player will be going to the state banquet in 2 weeks, Lindsay Hernandez. And our last player, our only starting senior this year, Jordan Rivera, who is our Coaches Award player and one of our most talented players on the team. She was also named first team All-A South this year and honorable mention All-State, and she'll also be going to the state banquet in a couple weeks. Jordan Rivera. Thank you.
Okay, finally, I'd like to call up and congratulate Mr. Walt Curry. Coach, come on up. Coach Curry guided our football team to a co-championship in A-South along with Brick Township and Toms River North. We were a finalist in Group 4 Central Jersey Championship. We lost a tough game to Jackson Memorial up at Rutgers. We finished up as a number 7 team in the Shore Conference, and as a result, along with Coach Adamowitz, Coach Curry was recognized as Co-Coach of the Year in A-South. So congratulations, Coach.
Thanks very much. Really am honored every day to be a Mustang, to be part of such a great school district, so I thank the board for your continued and consistent support, for the support of the parents and the faculty, the student body. I think it's awesome what we have going on here at Brick Memorial. Secondly, I'd like to congratulate Coach Z, your staff, your entire football team. You guys had an awesome year, and very happy for you as far as being a first-year guy and coming in and doing it Warren Wolf style. You really did a great job, and I'm happy for you. And I think it's awesome that both teams in Brick had such a great year. I think it's an awesome thing. Historically, that doesn't happen. It's either a Brick year or it's a Brick Memorial year. And I think it's amazing, and I think it's awesome that both teams were able to have real successful years. So congratulations, Coach Z, your staff, and your players as well. I'd also like to thank Coach Sarluca. I call him Coach. I just called him Coach on accident, to be honest with you. But he was a coach for us for a long time, was an assistant coach here long before I got here. He's one of those guys, he's all about being a Mustang. And when he became the athletic director, he went from being essentially a guy that I was his boss, and all of a sudden, he's my boss. And it was an interesting transition. But I consider Coach Sarluca one of those awesome guys that are great for Brick Memorial. So, Board of Ed, you guys made an amazing choice. An amazing choice. There is not a person on earth more fitted to be our athletic director than Ed Sarluca. I consider him an amazing athletic director. I consider him a friend. I'll always consider him a great coach. Coach Sarluca, good job. All right, time to honor our boys. We had a nice year. Not exactly where anybody wants to finish. Nobody wants to lose their last game. So we're disappointed in that fact. But the journey was a hell of a journey. And we had some great football players, and we had some great memories to go along with it. We did win a share of the A-South with Brick and Toms River North, both great football teams, so we're honored to be in that mix. We were able to successfully advance to our seventh state final, our fourth in the last 8 years. So it's been a successful run for Brick Memorial as far as that goes, and our boys are proud to be part of that legacy. That's something that I know on both sides of town, tradition is a big thing. Our boys are in the midst of making that and writing that, and they're proud to be part of that legacy at this point. All right, the first group of guys that I'll call, now one of the things I want to mention is we have a wrestling match going on. We have a few guys that are wrestlers and a bunch of other guys that are over there watching them and supporting their guys. That's kind of, what athletes do. That's what athletes do, and that's what they're doing right now. So, I'm sure a lot of us would be happy to be over there watching that wrestling match right now against East at this point. Academic All Shores, one of the things I'm going to talk about. Academic All Shores, one of those things for football that you are honored with that if you are a senior contributor and have a 3.0 cumulative grade point average. So for your entire 4 years, not just your senior year. So 3.0 and a contributor as a senior. All these guys get recognized. The top 2 GPA guys get invited to a breakfast later in the spring, but I do want to recognize everybody at this time. All right, first is, and these are all going to be seniors, Senior Dylan Dempsey, Academic All Shore, Senior Justin Bates, Senior Bill Walsh, Senior Victor Gomez, Senior Brady Watson, Senior Nick Luhier, Senior Teddy Gonzalez, Senior Mike Kraft, Senior Joe Fiden, Senior Chris Levan. That's 11 Academic All Shore kids, so congratulations to those boys and their hard work. Just want to make sure I get to the right guy. All right, next, some football honors. We did have some pretty good football players as well. First one is third team All-State, according to Star Ledger. First team All Group 4, first team All Shore, first team All Division, was also named as the co-defensive player in our division, Mike Nobile. Next is sophomore, named third team All Group, third team All Shore, first team All Division, as running back Tony Thorpe. Next was our quarterback. He was named third team All Group 4. He was also named first team All Shore, first team All Division, and he was our division's Offensive Player of the Year, Tim Santiago. Also, another offensive and defensive lineman was named third team All Group 4, second team All Shore in the Asbury Park Press, first team All Shore in the Shore Sports Zone, first team All Division, All Offensive lineman Anthony Nobile. All right, last but not least is the most decorated Mustang we have this year. He's our kicker and our punter, and also played wide receiver for us. And he's a guy that was not only named first team All Division and second team All Shore, but he was also named first team All State, and he was also an academic All Shore kid. He's the second, after Garrett Graham, the second Brick Memorial Mustang football player to ever be named to an academic All Shore team and a first team All State football team. Congratulations, Matt. I think that's yours. Yeah, it is, man. Congrats. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Okay, thank you very much.
Next is you gotta see if our student representatives are here tonight. I don't know if Rick's here. No, you just gotta say hold next.
Just wait for these people.
Yeah, wait till they leave. There's gonna be nobody left when
Yeah.
it's always two.
We'll meet tomorrow afternoon.
Take care. If our student representatives are here, if you can come up.
I don't think they are here tonight.
Do we have?
No, I don't think so tonight. Yeah, they weren't
No.
at school either.
It's all good?
So motion to, re-enter closed session, motion.
All right.
Just wait till everybody clears out.
I will. Rich, how long is your plan? 45 minutes? 45 minutes?
Yeah, that's what Nick said. They're no longer up to. Go ahead. You're good.
At this time, I'd like to make a motion to re-enter closed session for no longer than 45 minutes.
Second.
Mrs. Walrath, you had the second?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, Stephanie was.
Whereas the Brick Township Board of Education has been formed pursuant to applicable New Jersey statutes, and whereas the board is charged with the responsibility of performing all acts and doing all things consistent with the law and the rules of State Board of Education necessary for the lawful and proper conduct, equipment, and maintenance of the public schools and public school property of the Brick Township School District, and whereas Section 7 of Open Publics Meeting Act permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting of the board in circumstances, and whereas this board has determined that circumstances exist for such an executive session, and whereas the board has found action described below to be necessary and proper, now therefore be it resolved by the board on January 14th, 2016, that the public shall be excluded from discussion of and action on the executive session here and set forth. The session will be approximately 45 minutes, and the general nature of the subject matter to be discussed is special education litigation. It is anticipated at this time that the above stated subject matter will be made public if and when is deemed to be in the public interest to do so, and the need for confidentiality is no longer required by the board.
Thank you.
Mrs. Cusinelli?
Yes.
Ms. Cantillo?
Yes.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mrs. Pacala?
Yes.
Mrs. Walrab?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mr. Lamella?
Yes.
No, we're going to return to public session.
Please understand, we will return back to public session at the conclusion. Thank you.
No, it's great.
I hope. Well, you're right.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
I make a motion to exit executive session and return to regular session. Mr.
Second.
Edwards? Second by Stephanie?
That was me.
Victoria.
Second by Victoria. I apologize.
Okay.
My ears are...
Ms. Cusinelli?
Yes.
Ms. Cantillo?
Yes.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mrs. Pacala?
Yes.
Mrs. Walrab?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mr. Lamella?
Yes. Interim superintendent report. Dr. Caldes.
Okay, just going to talk about one event that was going on this week, and that was our DARE graduation that went on at our elementary schools. I want to thank the parents that turned out for the ceremonies. It was really great. The kids did very well. I got to thank, I know they're not here, but when you get a chance, we have an opportunity to thank Chief Riccio and the officers for, the program that they do. Officer Tara, who's been doing the program for the last 5 years, this was her last DARE, working with the kids, and, it was very nice to see the students in the school and stuff give her flowers and stuff, recognizing all the hard work she's done. And we also would like to thank the, Mayor Ducey and the council for supporting the program. But, we'll have more programs, graduation programs in May, and thank the board members that were able to attend those ceremonies. And, that's it for tonight, Mr. Lamella.
Thank you, Dr. Caldes. I skipped the approval of the board minutes from December 17th. And I believe, Mr. Edwards, was there an issue there? Did we have a quorum? We did not have a quorum?
Yeah, we are not going to be able to get 4 votes on these 4 items, so the minutes will go down in history as unapproved minutes. However, we still need a motion and a second to attempt to approve them, and a roll call vote.
I
So that
motion to
those-
attempt to approve.
Motion to approve?
Yep.
Yep, okay.
Stephanie?
And a second?
Yes, sir.
Mr. White, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Mrs. Cusinelli?
Yes.
Ms. Cantillo?
Yes.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mrs. Pacala?
Abstain?
Mrs. Walrab?
Abstain.
Mr. White?
Yes.
No, George, you were not present. You weren't present.
I'm sorry, abstain, I'm sorry.
That's an
Change that to an
abstention.
abstention, correct? Yes,
Mr. White, that's an abstention.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
okay.
Abstain.
Mr. Lamella?
I abstain.
Thank you.
All right, I'd like to take public comment on agenda items only. If you have any comments about the agenda that we put out for tonight, please come up. Sir, please. Name and address, please.
Larry Reed, 475 Normandy Drive. You had a couple items. It was item 10, remove the workers' comp counsel, the health insurance broker and the workers' comp broker from the prior motion last week. And then item 12, you added back the insurance broker for health insurance and the workers' comp insurance broker.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I guess the question I have is, in my mind, is the board aware that we have self-insurance for workers' comp?
Yes. Mr. Edwards can comment?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so does putting RFP out for a workers' comp broker mean that you're going to go back to insurance for workers' comp?
No, after
No.
we put it out, I had a conversation with Mr. Edwards, and that's why we made this motion. So Jim, you can expand on that if you have to.
Yeah, no, it does not mean that, Mr. Reed. It's just, as we currently now have a broker, even though we're self-insured, we still have a broker. William Connolly is the current broker. This is just an RFP to obtain brokerage services for the self-insured insurance pool.
Okay, because I just wanted to make the board aware that we had a tremendous savings by going self-insured. What the prior board had found out is that any public entity has the right to self-insure. When we went back and looked at the premiums that we had paid over 6 years to the New Jersey School Board's Insurance Group. We had paid $8 million in premiums, and New Jersey School Board's Insurance Group had paid out for claims and reserves $4 million. So over that 6-year period, it had cost the board $4 million. So looking at the self-insurance option, we hired a counsel to help us with that, and then we have to go out and find a third-party administrator. And we did that, and last year, if I'm not mistaken, our out-of-pocket expense, not what we had to put aside in reserves, was under $400,000. Is that close, Mr. Edwards?
I don't have that figure with me. I
Okay.
really don't feel comfortable commenting on it.
I did track it each month to see how we were doing, so we saved over $1.5 million by going self-insured last year. Now, a note of caution is that the first year, you're always going to save more. But I've tracked the expenses on workers' comp claim monies that we've had to lay out so far this year, and it's running about the same pace as last year. So I just want to caution the board that putting it out to insurance instead of self-insured could cost a lot more money. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Any other comments?
Seeing no one else? Okay. Seeing no one else, I move to close public comment.
Second.
Who's second?
I do.
Stephanie, second.
Mrs. Cusinelli?
To close public
Yes,
comment?
close public.
Yes.
Ms. Cantillo?
Yes. I didn't know we had a vote on,
Mr., this is the closed public comment, Ms. Cantillo.
I didn't know we had a vote on it.
The motion and a second was made, so that's why I'm doing roll call.
Yes.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mrs. Bacala?
Yes.
Mrs. Walrab?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mr. Lamella?
Yes.
Ms. McNamara. Just call her name.
President Lamella, Curriculum and Instruction, the interim superintendent recommends the board approve the following items, 1 through 4.
I make a motion to approve items 1 through 4.
I'll second it.
I made the motion.
Was that
And
Ms.
Karen
Cusinelli?
seconded.
Okay. I thought it came really close, but echoed. Sorry. Roll call? Right.
I have a question about
She can't against.
number 4.
She's not supposed to, just no board questions.
Go ahead.
Did somebody make a motion? I'm sorry.
We did.
Oh. Does that mean I can't ask my question about number 4?
No, we're supposed to vote.
No.
She can ask?
It's for discussion prior to vote.
Okay,
You have
go
a
ahead.
comment, this is the time.
Okay, I wanted to know, I saw that there were, under the STEM Academy, there were a criteria for admission. I'm wondering what the eligibility requirements for the Business and Finance Academy will be, and will those students be entering from the 8th grade?
What we're looking for tonight is approval to go ahead with the academies, both academies tonight. And what we plan on doing is establishing a committee of administrators, guidance counselors, and teachers to establish that criteria, and that will be brought forth to the Curriculum and Instruction Committee, which we'll share with the rest of the board members before anything else occurs.
And where would the academies be housed?
The academies will be at both high schools. Each high school will have a STEM academy, and each school will have a business and finance academy.
Why?
Because we have students, enough students that we believe at both high schools for the academy.
Financially, wouldn't that be quite redundant?
No, right now we have the courses in place for the STEM Academy and the Business Academy. I mean, as far as resources and stuff, the cost is for, for STEM is just new textbooks for the first year course. But for the Business and Finance Academy, pretty much all the courses are in place as it is, and the staffing is in place at both schools.
There wouldn't be additional courses in STEM, such as statistics or...
Some of the courses as we proceed, but for the first year, because it'll be open to the freshmen, we have everything in place for this upcoming year. And then as we go forward, there'll be some courses that will change going forward, especially like in math, we had a discussion, about, changing up the Java to be more toward, more toward the STEM program, some changes.
Is there a cap on the number of students that you...
24 students we're looking for each program at each high school.
I'd like to get on that committee.
You are. Maybe, you never know.
Okay.
Mounds.
Right, thank you.
Any other questions?
Right.
Seeing none, roll call.
Mrs. Cusinelli?
Yes.
Ms. Cantillo?
Yes.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mrs. Pacala?
Yes.
Mrs. Walrab?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mr. Lamella?
Yes.
Mr. Lamella, the interim superintendent recommends that the board approve items 1 through 12 under operations.
Make a motion to approve 1 to 12.
So moved. Oh, you move? Okay. Second?
George seconds. Any board discussion?
Roll call.
Okay.
Ms.
Roll call.
Ms. Cusinelli?
Yes.
Ms. Cantillo?
Yes.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mrs. Pacala?
Yes.
Mrs. Walrab?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mr. Lamella?
Yes.
Who's up? Human Resources, Ms. Osborne.
Mr. President, the interim superintendent recommends that the board approve the following items listed 1 through 23. 23 will be read in.
There's only 21 on
You
my
have to
agenda.
go out and go back in, I'm sorry, because they were updated after we came out of closed session,
Okay.
so,
Reminded.
yeah.
Okay. Did you get an opportunity to see him?
Not yet.
Okay.
No, mine isn't updated.
You refresh? You said go out and back, yeah, refresh one.
I was just about to do it.
I made a motion, George seconded.
I just refreshed it.
That's what I asked. She needs to see it, Victoria.
I have a question about number 20.
Okay. Go ahead.
Mr. Lamella, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we need a motion and a second first.
Oh, I apologize. I make a motion.
Second.
Second was Ms. Walrab?
Stephanie, second.
Thank you. Okay.
Board questions, number 20, Ms. Victoria?
Number 20, I'm wondering, that position is going to begin on February 1st, and it's just for the in-school suspension officer position, not for any other position in the district?
Correct. The person that was in that role resigned to take another position, and tonight we're asking the board to fill that position. That salary will be prorated for the remainder of the school year effective February 1st.
Okay,
I can't get out of this.
thank you.
Not that one, that one.
Mr. Lamella?
Yes.
Mrs. Osborne could read number 23 into the agenda. I think that would be helpful for the board and the public.
Please, Ms. Osborne, go ahead.
Number 23, whereas the Board of Education has considered and discussed employee number 6905's submission for medical and psychiatric evaluation, and whereas the board previously approved resolutions on its meetings on 11/19/2015 and 12/17/2015 demanding employee number 6905 submit to those two evaluations, and whereas employee 6905 has agreed to submit to the two evaluations by doctors of the employee's choosing, and whereas the Board of Education is required to approve of the doctors chosen by employee number 6905 in order to meet the requirements of state law, now therefore the Board of Education approves the selection of the two doctors as selected by employee number 6905 in order for same employee to comply with applicable state law in addition to the board's 11/19/2005 and 12/17/2015, I'm sorry, 11/19/2015 and 12/17/2015 resolutions.
Thank you. We had the motion. Roll call?
Mrs. Cusinelli?
Yes.
Ms. Cantillo?
Yes.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mrs. Bacala?
Yes.
Ms. Walrab?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mr. Lamella?
Yes.
No, public comment. On non-agenda.
If anyone has any public comment on non-agenda items, please come up. Sir?
You already have my name and address.
Yes, sir.
I think the inclusion of the academies is excellent. I think that's the right step if you want to improve student achievement, academic achievement in the district. I'd like to see this board spend more time on that than worrying about the professionals, because that's what this is all about. It's not about who you hire, who makes campaign donations, etc. It's supposed to be about academics and student achievement. Thank you.
Just real quick. Mr. Reed?
Thank you, sir.
Just real quick, that, just to let you know that we are going to be looking in the future for other academies that we can establish relationships with, some of our, community, possibly like an allied health type of academy, since we do have, a lot of medical offices in the hospital in the community. So we're going to be looking to expand as we go forward each year. And part of the academies is the tie-in with the colleges. And we're not just talking about Ocean County, but we're looking to tie in with Georgian Court, maybe Rutgers, NJIT as time goes on, with the different programs. This way it'll give students, when they come into from 8th grade, a framework of where they want to go, instead of just kind of coming in and saying, okay, I'm just taking classes to get into college, but this gives them kind of an opportunity. I think the STEM Academy is going to be great because they're going to get exposure, to robotics, electronics. They're going to get exposure in a CAD lab. So, those are things that we're going to give a prescribed course of study, and I think it's really an exciting, for our district to enter this area, because I know some of the other districts have started already, but, I'm happy that we're able now to move forward in that direction.
Well, that's where the jobs are, and I'm glad to see this board and this interim superintendent is taking the bull by the horns and moving ahead in that direction. That's the right direction for the town and for the students, because when they graduate, that's where the jobs are going to be. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Seeing no one else come forward, make a motion to adjourn.
Board comment.
Board comment, I apologize.
Seeing none. Calendar.
Miss, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sharon.
I'd just like to reiterate what Mr. Reed said. It's been a long time coming, and I'm sorry that Mr. Campbell isn't here to see this, because Mr. Campbell, years ago, was suggesting academies, and he said that that was the way to go. He made quite a few recommendations to the Curriculum and Instruction Committee, and I'm glad to see that we are moving forward in those areas. It is a great day for Brick Township, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Sharon.
I just wanted to ask Dr. Caldes.
I'm sorry.
You are looking at models from other districts?
Correct.
Yes?
Yes.
And
We
what-
have visited other districts, people have gone to visit other districts, see firsthand what they're doing and meet with their people.
Calendar.
All right. I have to make a motion to approve that?
Just
read
you
it.
just mention it.
Okay. The calendar is also listed. February 4th is the next regular meeting at Brick Township High School. February 15th, schools are closed, and the 25th, the regular meeting will be at 7 p.m. back at Brick Township High School.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Who motioned first?
First, second.
I made the motion,
First, second,
Sharon
third.
second, and I think everybody else third, fourth, and fifth. Thank you, everyone. Please have a safe night. Enjoy your long weekend.
We have to,
Ms. Cusinelli?
Yes.
We have to vote. My bad.
Ms. Cantillo?
Yes.
Mr. Barton?
yes.
Mrs. Pacala?
Yes.
Mrs. Walrab?
Yes.
Mr. White? Yes. Mr. Lamella?
Yes.